He is the consensus number 2, and guess who has the second overall pick? That was a statement game for Matt Sumall, scoring 4 points in what was a crazy game. Matt Sumall? Are you the dog's brother? Matt Sumall, the older brother of the dog himself, Glenn Sumall. We have another brother connection in the NHL. Welcome to the postseason. Here we are against a brand new face in the Detroit Red Wings. I'm super pumped to play these guys. They have a couple of really good players. Plus, it's Anthony Mantha's old squad, so that's always fun. So welcome back. I took a few days. I was so busy. I had a few birthdays, including my own. I actually got engaged. I've been so busy. Haven't had a video up in like 6 days. I've been doing family stuff. Super busy. Plus, with the holidays, all that stuff. I just want to apologize. I haven't forgot about the Ottawa Senators franchise mode, but I have started thinking about our next franchise mode, which I'll probably have a video out in maybe a week or two, just kind of outlining my thoughts of it, but I'm pretty pumped for it. Anyways, I just want to apologize. Haven't posted a video in a long time. We're doing all these grown-up things. Oh, gross. Let's get back to video games. All right, so here we are, round number 1 against the Detroit Red Wings. They had a really good record. If I remember correctly, I think they only had like 3 or 4 points less than us, so we cannot take this team lightly. They had that one guy who had 55 goals. So yeah, they only had 1 less point than us. 1. They had 13 overtime losses though, so interesting. Very interesting. So goals for per game, they had 3.34. That's ridiculous. That has to be good enough for like first. Oh my, it's good enough for first, and they only allowed 181 goals for. So they scored the most goals and they didn't allow basically any goals. Actually, they were tied with us, so 181 each. So that's kind of interesting. We both have the exact same amount of goals against per game. Here we are for power play goals. We scored a little bit more power play goals. They had more power plays. We had a little bit better of a power play. That's good. How's our PK? Their PK is a little bit better than ours. And home and away, they have pretty much the exact same record. And we have pretty much the exact same record home and away as well. So a very tight matchup here between the Detroit Red Wings and the Ottawa Senators. So let's go ahead and have a look at the Wings, and then we'll go over a few comments here regarding that big Jamie Benn trade we made at the end of last episode. So let's quickly have a look at the Detroit Red Wings, a new team we have yet to face in the postseason, and here he is, Johan Forsström. This guy had 55 goals in the regular season, a crazy year. For the former 12th overall pick in 2022, you got to watch out for him. Kirby Dach, he was a high pick in 2019, so there he is. He's becoming quite the first line center for the Detroit Red Wings. Filip Zadina, there he is. We all know his draft position, 6th overall. They got Pavel Habibulin, they got Braden Point, and then Svechnikov, but it's Evgeny Svechnikov, not the other one. Anders Bjork, Ryan Johansson, and Dylan Cousins. I mean, they're top 12. I mean, that kind of sounds weird, but they have a really good team. Plus, they have Vancouver Canucks bust GM mode himself, Joseph Valeno. So they're a really good squad. We cannot take these guys lightly. Hayden Fleury, Chad Morrison. Who's this guy? He's 90 overall, drafted 4th overall in 2021. Nicholas Badia, he is 6'5", 238, a big boy. He's drafted 25th overall in 2020. Will Butcher, Jared McIsaac. So they got a few players. Who do they have in net? Eric Comrie? Really? He was the guy who, wow, 37-18, 9 shutouts. Okay, I really was not expecting that. Interesting. Okay, and they have Linus Ullmark. So I'm going to say offensively, it's really close. I mean, that 91 is absolutely nasty. Defensively, I think we have them. And then in between the pipes, I think we have the advantage with Connor Hellebuck. I mean, the records, they kind of are pretty similar, but Connor Hellebuck, he does not allow third period goals, that's for sure. So injuries are now on. We're all good to go. Let's talk about Jamie Benn. So we got Storm Bear Legend. He says, good trade for Ben. He likes it. That's good. And then this guy says, in my opinion, opinion, that was an unrealistic trade. Ben is a Stars legend playing his final years. The fans will be pissed if their captain who brought them a cup gets traded late in his career. A good trade for you though. Love the series. Keep it up. See, that's a very good comment. That's a constructive criticism comment. I like that stuff. But then some guy just goes off on him. He's like, it's a franchise mode. Da 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 da. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Give the guy a break. But John O'Boy, he's in good spirits. He said, no need to get heated, just stating my opinion. So I want to personally thank John O'Boy for the comment, and whoever that was, Lil Reborn, freaking out at him. Relax. And I said, don't listen to that guy. He never made it out of camp. Thanks for the comment. So I see how people would say that would be unrealistic, 100%. They get a younger player, and I mean, yes, it's an unrealistic trade. There's no two ways about it, but it's franchise mode. Let's have some fun. And Jamie Benn is looking to be a big piece to push us into our second straight Stanley Cup. So without further ado, we got the Nard Dog, we got Thomas Chabot, we got Glenn Sumal, his brothers over there in Anaheim, playing in the minors, and we are ready to go. Our team status is a champion. We can't go into this boasting, feeling really confident about our Stanley Cup last year. It's a new year, and the Wings are a serious team with some serious firepower. So let's go. Period number 1 in the Dorito Dome. Jack Hughes and Taylor Radish. There you go. Habib Bulin scores for them. 11-9 are the shots. Period number 2. All right, still 2-1. All right, come on. We need no. That's not what we need. We need a big goal here. Get some insurance, and then Connor Hellebuck can do the rest. Power play for them, but it's a big kill. Ty Ronning, the penalty kill expert, giving the boys some tips. Come on, no. We're being outshot. We got a good guy between the pipes. His name is Connor freaking Hellebuck, and he does not allow a third period goal. No way, no how. Not happening. Thanks for coming out. We got a 1-0 lead early on, headed into game number 2. That was a tight one. I think they're going to come out guns blazing here, so wouldn't mind getting at least 2 in the first period, all right? Give me a 2-0 lead or a 3-1 lead or a 5-3 lead. Give me a 2-goal lead. I don't care what it is. Or 0-0. Okay, not quite as I planned. Period number 2. It's 1-1. Jamie freaking Benn. There you go. And Dylan Cousins, third line right wing. Now we know, oh my God, that was my fault. I jinxed it. I was just about to say it. Kirby Dach, first line center, looking to go in the top 5 of this year's NHL entry drafts. Unfortunately, he gets the goal there. 6 minutes left. Can we come back? We need one. Jack Hughes, come on, buddy. Glenn Sumal, Thomas Chabot. And the game number 1 ended 2-1, and game number 2 ended the exact same way, except with a different winner. 2-1 for the Detroit Red Wings. So this could be a very tight series, or we could just blow it up here and score a bunch of goals. Good news for us is that that 55 goal scorer, I forget his name already, Johan, whatever he is, Johan goal scorer, he has not got on the score sheet yet. Now I probably jinxed that, and no, I didn't, but Braden Point and Ryan Johansson. So 2 vets on Detroit get them out to a 2-0 lead. There you go, Jack Hughes, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Scores on Eric Comrie. Come on, we need this. We need another one. Keep it going. Pedal to the metal here. There you go, Jamie Benn. That's what I'm talking about. My first line left wing, then my second line left wing gets the job done. 3 minutes left. 22-20 are the shots. Come on, get a last second one. All right, we're going to go into overtime here. We're going to go times 4, slow things down just a little bit. Power play right off the bat. Come on, power play. It looks like they're going to kill it, or it's a major. It's a big one. It's a 5-minute. How are you not going to capitalize on that? The start of overtime, that's an absolute gift from the hockey gods. Jack Hughes, you need to snipe that one. Manderville, but Kirby. Oh, I just had to stop there because for some reason, I did this last episode too. I thought we were in overtime. Maybe because I got the first period done so fast. You guys in the comments were like, what are you talking about? You're in the third period, buddy. Because Kirby Dach scored and then the simulation kept going. And I was like, what? Wait a minute. For some reason, I thought I was in overtime. We're not, but now we're down 3-2. That's even worse. Oh my God, Philip Zadina. Connor Hellebuck allowing a couple of third period goals. We get lit up 5-2. I thought we were in overtime. We weren't. But even then, that was still a 5-minute power play that we didn't capitalize on. And that killed us. Come on, guys. We can get back into the series here. I'm not changing the lines. We've been winning all year. We had 50-something wins. I feel like an idiot. I don't know why I thought we were in overtime. Oh, man. All right. Genius alert over here. Let's go. Game number 4. This is do or die pretty much against this team. We need our big guns to come out. Jack Hughes, the mayor. Come on, let's go. Period number 1. Give me a goal from the back end. All right, we're still waiting on that. Give me a goal from Thomas Chabot and Tyler Bertuzzi, a fourth liner. Not our big gun, not a defenseman, but a fourth line winger. Gets the job done. Tyler Bertuzzi, there you go. Nephew of Todd Bertuzzi, fun fact. Come on, hold this third period. Hold it. We're in the third, right? We're not in overtime, just so everyone knows. Third period, 7 minutes left, and Jack Hughes, asking you shall receive. Nothing from Anthony Mantha either, which is a little bit concerning. I want our first line to start stepping it up, but there you go. Your goalie needs to steal one every once in a while, and he does just that. Big victory there for Connor Hellebuck, and we're right back in the series. That's what I'm talking about. It's 2-2 across the board. This is a big one. This could be the game that decides the series. Whoever goes up 3-2 is going to have a lot of momentum going into game number 6 here. So let's go. Period number 1, 2-1. There you go. Jamie Benn gets 2, and then Dylan Cousins gets another. So there you go. Jamie Benn definitely paying off as of late. And Cale Anderson. That's about time someone else finds the back of the net. I was kind of tired of Jack Hughes and Jamie Benn, but come on, there you go. Cale Anderson, Mr. 49 overall, straight out of the draft. What a crazy run to the NHL this kid's had. 49 overall is what we drafted him at. And then Forrest, there you go, fourth liner. How you doing? Going into the third, still going ×8 here. Still going ×8. We're out shooting him like crazy, but Connor Hellebuck does something he doesn't do that often. That is allow a third period goal. Svechnikov scores on him. 36-24 are the shots. We should have this one in the bag. We're going to play good defensively, maybe get an empty netter. I don't know if they're going to pull their goalie down by 2, and that's going to be the way this one ends, 4-2. All right, I didn't make a line change for a reason, because I trust the boys. I trusted them, and that's just our AHL team. Whew, my heart dropped a little bit there. All right, so now I trusted the boys. I said, hey, you know what? 3 games in, it hasn't been a super pretty series. Let's buckle down and let's beat these guys. We've only allowed 2 goals in our last 2 games. Let's go here. Connor Hellebuck's doing his job. Let's give him some run support. How about a 2 or 3, 4, 5 goal lead? If any team is capable of scoring 3 or 4 goals in a period, it's the Ottawa Senators, and it's 1-1. Cale Anderson, once again. Svechnikov as well. So really, their big guns haven't really came out to play at all, which is good. Good news for us. Let's keep it like this. 40 minutes, and let's get on the score sheet here. 2-2. All right, Jack Hughes and Dylan Cousins. Seems like it's the same players over and over. Dylan Cousins, Svechnikov, rinse and repeat. Jack Hughes, Jamie Benn. Seems like it's the same deal over and over. This is not the overtime period. This is the third, and oh my God, I jinxed it. Forsstrom, and then Ryan Johansson. Oh man, I said their big guns haven't really come out to play, and ooh, God, they embarrass us in the third period here. Let's just get this one over with. Another 5-2 shellacking by the Detroit Red Wings. Not good. Not good. We're going into game number 7. Again, I'm not going to make any line changes. I know what the guys are capable of. Game number 7, their big guns came out to play. It's time for Anthony Mantha maybe to find the score sheet, or Thomas Chabot, or Glenn Sumal. Someone. We need to get out of this with a big W. Going into round number 2, come on. Anthony Mantha, there you go. Ask and you shall receive. That's my dude. Anthony Mantha with the big goal. Going into the second, 2-0. Thomas Chabot, again, ask and you shall receive. I called the boys out. Anthony Mantha gets on the score sheet, and so does Hot Sam Botcho, but Philip Zadina gets one with 17 minutes left. But the Nard Dog, Jacob Bernard Docker, he scores on Eric Comrie, and Anders Bork comes right back. All right, this is a back and forth contest here. They're probably going to pull their goalie, and Forrest, oh my god, that made my heart drop. I thought they scored to tie it up, but there you go. Forrest gets the insurance marker, and we are off to round number 2, just like that. Not gonna lie, I was a little bit concerned. I'm not gonna sit here and say I wasn't a little bit worried, but we came through and we beat the Detroit Red Wings. Now we have another Original Six team in the Montreal Canadiens. All right, here we go. So they got rid of whoever they played in 5 games. Let's quickly have a look at our stats. I'm not going to be too worried about individual stats. Again, this is the playoffs. You want to win, and that's it. Doesn't matter who scores the goals or how you got it down. You just want to win. So right off the bat, I'm a little bit concerned. Colin White, how you doing, buddy? Where have you been? Kind of took a backseat role this year, but I really wouldn't mind seeing you on the score sheet, not gonna lie. Exact same thing with Seth Jones. He's not a super prominent playoff performer either. Manderville, again, wouldn't mind seeing you get on the score sheet. I mean, we got guys like Jamie Benn and Jack Hughes really carrying the load here, but look at Cale Anderson and Forrest. God, it's awesome. Our depth players come into play. I wouldn't mind seeing more of our big guns getting on the score sheet, but again, as long as we're winning games, I don't care who scores. Aaron Dell can score for all I care. Connor Hellebuck 4-3, and then Aaron Dell ended up losing the one game. I'm pretty sure we pulled Connor Hellebuck in one of those games, so not really Aaron Dell's fault. Can't fault the guy there. Now, who did Montreal play? Montreal played the Florida Panthers, so they got rid of a very good team there. A very, very, very good team. Emilio Howe, they had all those crazy guys, and they pull out a pretty easy victory, it looks like, in 5 games. So we definitely got to look out for them. Ooh, that's right. They have Patrick Laine. That is right. I remember that. We briefly looked at their team after free agency, and Nikita Sherbeck, Thomas Hurdle. All right, so we got a former Ottawa Senator, and then Patrick Laine. They got Nikolai Ehlers. Now, I think last time we did this, I said Ehlers was from Finland. He's not. He's Danish. That's my bad. Kokoniemi there on the 3rd line. We got Dag here. We got Dag here on the 3rd line right wing. Pretty good 3rd line right winger, not going to lie. But aside from that, it looks like a bunch of second liners were just kind of thrown into the top 6. But I mean, it worked for them. Maybe they have an insane defense, and it looks like they do. Cale Jacobs, who was drafted 1st overall in 2024. He's 20 years old at an 89 overall already. Look at his stats. 5-star puck skills, 4.5 defense. This guy is the real deal. Holy shit. Okay, we got to watch out for him. And then they got Braylon Andrews as well, who was drafted 2nd overall in 2020. So 4 years apart, they get the franchise 1-2 punch there on defense. And they got Bernard, not going to try to pronounce his name, but he's not like Bernard Docker. He seems pretty damn good, though. He's only 20 years old, so they have a very young defensive core. Ryan Pollock there, we all know how good he is, here to round out their top 6. Now, between the pipes, it's not Carey Price. Oh, it is Carey Price at a 77 overall. Are you kidding me? No way. No way. Okay, so they have to have some sort of an injury. There's no way they're running with a 77 overall goalie. Just no way. Okay, maybe they are running with a 77 overall goalie. Antti Ranta was their starter this year? Oh my god. Okay, so either way, we're going to be playing against a 77 overall goalie. 77. Colin White, do you hear this? Yes, I'll repeat it one more time. They have a 77 overall goalie between the pipes. This is your time to shine. Do not let the first round fool you. I think we can beat these guys pretty damn easy. Now, maybe I'm being a little bit cocky, but really the only thing from their lineup that scares me is Patrick Laine and their top 2 defense. Aside from that, we are the overall much better team. Let's go, first period. All right, 1-0. Dag, of course, a Dag scores on Ottawa. Period number 2. It's 2-1 after 2. Patrick Laine and Tyler Bertuzzi. All right, come on here. They're out shooting us like crazy. This is a weird team in Montreal, because on paper, they look like, I mean, Patrick Laine is good, and so is Nikolai Ehlers. There he is. I mean, their defense looks okay, and there's a defenseman right there, Braylon Andrews, 4-1. I'm going to say I was not expecting this, but I am going to make a line change. I think I'm going to change up our top 2 centers. I'm going to switch them. I'm just going to do a little reverse, a little 1-2 here. We're going to put the Mayor on the first line, and then we're going to move down Colin White to the second line just to change things up. I'm not saying it's going to be like that permanently, but something is not going right. Even like Taylor Radish isn't really producing. We need something to happen here, though. We need something big time. Let's move around Glenn Sumal, move him up. I don't care what has to happen. Let's just make it. Going into game number 2, we're still in the Dorito Dome. There's a lot of Montreal fans in the building. They made the short trip to Ottawa, and I don't even know how long of a drive it is, but I assume it's not that long. Montreal and Ottawa, this one's going to be a good game. I feel it. Period number 1, 1-1. All right, Colin White, there you go, with his first of the postseason. You move him down, you make a line change, and boom. Sabourin scores. There you go. So it's a 1-1 game. Going in the second, it's 3-1. What is with this team? Dmitry Yaskin and Patrick Laine, are you kidding me? Come on, guys. Come on, get back into this here. Jack Hughes, I need a big goal. I need someone here. What the hell? Like, seriously, this team looks like crap on paper. But, I mean, you can't judge a book by its cover, and I mean, the whole thing was their 77 overall goalie, and he's played really, really well. Carey Price has only allowed us to a few goals, and Forrest is now injured. That is the worst thing ever. May 10th. All right, so that's unfortunate. So we're going to call up the 2023 second round pick, 6'5", 213. He's low elite, and that is Cale Josephson. So we got Cale Anderson, and now we got Cale Josephson. Then we change up the lines, and then we are good to go, hopefully. So Forrest is probably done for the rest of this series, which really, really sucks. He was one of our better players, actually. He was producing a decent amount, but 2 goals in 2 games against a 77 overall goalie, and they are 6-1. Come on, guys, let's break this little winning streak they got going on here. Going down 3-0 to Kotkaniemi and the Montreal Canadiens is not okay. Not today, not in my house. Let's go. First period. All right, 1-1. Lindbeck and Drake Batherson. How you doing, buddy? There you go. Period number 2. Come on. Okay, 3-2. We get out of there with the lead. Anthony Mantha and Seth Jones. Finally, Jones produces. Thank God. Again, we're being outshot, which is a common theme in this series. Come on, guys, just hold the lead here. You got a 1-goal lead. I'd love to make it 2. Every time I'm checking now to see what period that we're in, because it could be overtime, could be the third period. I don't even know. Could be the intermission, and I could be commentating. I don't know what's going on. Come on, 33 shots for Montreal. Oh, Connor Hellebuck, thank you very much. Finally, we get a big victory there. We hold them to 2 goals, and we actually score 3, which is something we have not done recently against Montreal. And that was in the Bell Center, too, one of the hardest arenas to play in. We're back in the Bell Center. We can climb right back into this series. I need a Manderville goal in a big way. And he's... oh, man. Again, ask and you shall receive. But Patrick Laine and the former Ottawa Senator, the Ninja Hurdle, Thomas Hurdle, he scores there. Period number 2. Come on, let's get back into this. Ooh, a wild period. Radish and Hughes get goals for us, but Hurdle and Kotkaniemi get goals for them, preserving their 1-goal lead. Come on. Only 17 shots. They've outshot us in every single game here. Come on, boys. You just beat them last game. You can do it in the Bell Center once again. 9 minutes left. Let's slow things down here. ×4. Come on, we're being outshot like crazy right now. All we need is 1. All we need is 1. A Jack Hughes, a Colin White, a Glenn Sumal, a Jacob Bernard Docker. Literally anyone. Come on. Wow. Okay. A 77 overall goalie. Oh man, Timothy Liljegren. You know what? I'm just going to go best lines. That's going to go ahead and put Bernard Docker back as a defenseman. Something has to give right now because we're getting worked by a team that we should not be getting worked by. It's very frustrating. So let me see what we're doing with the lines here. We got hurt on defense, so I got to throw Jacob Bernard-Docker back there. And then here's how everything else looks. So Hughes, Radish. No, Hughes is going there for sure. No question. You're going there. Bertuzzi, Brown. That's fine. That's fine. Shabbat, Jones, Hirsch, Sumal. Yeah. Who's scratched? No one scratched. Okay, so we should be good. We're good. We're going to continue, obviously, with Connor Hellebuck. No reason to start Aaron Dell. Although, at this point, I mean, you can't really blame Connor Hellebuck for this because we really haven't scored a lot. Our offense has not really showed up. Nothing from Colin White. He's got 1 goal in the entire playoffs. Manderville's got 1 goal since I had to beg for him to score. Jimmy Benn's been kind of quiet. Let's go here. First period, 0-0. All right, I'll take that as a win. We outshot them. That's good. Period number 2. All right, Nikita Sherbeck. That's unfortunate for us. Shots are even. We need 1. All we need is 1. It's a 77 overall goalie. You guys have been terrorizing goalies for the past 2 years. All you need is 1. We're doing this for Jamie Benn. Come on. Power play. Power play. Oh no, PK for us. PK, big kill, big kill. 3 minutes left. This is your entire season out the window. And Thomas Hurdle. Wow, did I ever underestimate the Montreal Canadiens? Holy crap. Bounced in the second round, and the 77 overall Carey Price or Antti Ranta, whoever the hell you are, they took care of us very, very, very easily. I'm honestly shocked. I am honestly very shocked. I did not think that Montreal was going to do that much damage. I went into that series thinking, why is this team so good? How did they just beat the Florida Panthers? The Panthers are sick. And then, oh man, that's crazy. I'm a little shocked. So we do not get the repeat, unfortunately. Montreal has a classic matchup here with the Leafs. You know who's going to love that one? Yeah, Don Cherry, you're damn right. Good Canadian kid in the Eastern Conference Final. He's loving it. And then you got Chicago and the Dallas Stars. So we could have Matthews versus his old team as well with Chicago and Toronto. But you know what? I'm all about the underdog. Go Montreal. There's no way I thought Montreal was even going to be a threat, let alone taking out the Florida Panthers and then us. I mean, that's just crazy. So go Montreal. I hope they take care of Tirana. And maybe another Canadian team. Ooh, so they swept the Toronto Maple Leafs. What is this team? Oh my God. So they got, all right, so they got Laine versus Matthews in the Stanley Cup final, but they're on different teams. Kind of weird. I'm going to say go Montreal. Let's do it. Patrick Laine, get your cup ring. Carey Price, do what you got to do, my friend. I'm a Carey Price fan. Let's see here. Oh, the Chicago Blackhawks, they spoil the fun, and they pulled an Ottawa Senator last year. They won the cup, and then their AHL team also won the Calder Cup. So congratulations to the Chicago Blackhawks. They end up pulling out a Stanley Cup win against the Montreal Canadiens 4-1. So a very, very weird playoff series. Very weird indeed. However, we did not accomplish our goal. I feel like round 2 was over before it even started. It was crazy. Did not expect that out of the Montreal Canadiens. But here we are. Let's work with the draft now. And all right, it's not all bad, baby. Ottawa gets the 2nd overall pick. Thank you very freaking much, New York. You guys get a couple of future star goalies, and we get the 2nd overall pick in next year's draft. Thank you very much. And Vancouver. All right, so you got Avery Fitzmaurice, but you still suck. They get the 1st overall pick. With few retired players, did Jamie Benn call it quits? Jamie Benn, no, he didn't, but Erik Karlsson did. Okay, so Karlsson's done with 1,000 points, 1,033. So is Phil Kessel with 1,363. Max Pacioretty, Drew Doughty, Milan Lucic ends up in Vancouver. Nazem Kadri also calls it quits, so let's quickly go down here because I know there's going to be a lot of players that are stars right now in the NHL finally calling it quits. Let's see, Jason Demers, not really a star, but a lot of players who are in the NHL right now that are just retiring as of right now in the franchise mode. So Chicago, it looks like they didn't lose anyone off their Stanley Cup team. Vancouver lost a bunch of players. Jonathan Marchessault goes out on top. There you go. Carey Price, after going to the Cup, maybe he's found, I don't know, some sort of a second wind. He has not retired. Either has Antti Ranta. So we got Rask, Bishop, Varlamov, Keith Kincaid, Hutchinson. So there's all that. And then I don't believe, what a mustache on that guy. What a handsome fella. I don't believe anyone from Ottawa retired. Obviously, Jamie Benn sticking around for one more year, which I'm not super opposed to. Yeah, obviously, no one from Ottawa has decided to call it quits. So I got to deal with the scout. We will deal with that afterwards. I got to hire a bunch of scouts, all that good stuff. I'll do that off camera. And then edit trade block. I don't think we need to move anyone. Again, our team is very much suited for another Stanley Cup run. That, I don't know if it was a fluke. I don't think I'm going to call it a fluke, but it's definitely not what I was expecting. But as for next year, you got Harding coming up, going to be the second line winger. You got Manderveld, Glenn Sumal. We got this Wisniewski kid who's looking pretty damn good. We got a lot of young talent coming up. We got guys like Jesus Stamkos still in the AHL, going to be ready pretty damn quick, so we got to make room for him. But as for goalies, again, we have a lot of goalies. Connor Hellebuck up to a 91. Damn, how you doing? So who do we have to re-sign this year? We got to re-sign Lundstrom, which is nothing. That's easy. We have to sign this Wisniewski. We got to sign Anthony Mantha, so that big contract is now over. Tootin, all these rookie guys. Timothy Liljegren, we got to give a contract to. The Fridge, Logan Brown, who I'm kind of disappointed in the postseason. Usually he's a beast for us, but unfortunately no one really showed up, and that kind of sucks. So the dream of Howard, is it going to become a reality here? He is the consensus number 2, and guess who has the second overall pick? Howard, welcome to Ottawa, buddy. So I assume this guy is going to go number 1. He had 86 points in 66 games. He's a monster. Another beast from Sarnia. They seem to produce players nonstop. But Howard, all right, is it worth it to take this guy? I mean, he looks legit. He looks really, really, really good. Or we could go with, you know what, I'm not even going to say who we should go for because you all know I'm going to take Howard. Come on, it's meant to be. Howard. We got a lot of gems as well, so we could have a deep draft this year, but Howard, oh my God, it's happening. It's said in the comments, they said it couldn't be done. But here we are, going to draft Howard second overall. That being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Kind of a short video. Usually the playoff ones are a little bit longer because we're usually a wagon out there, but our team status is still a champion, so I'm happy about that. We still got a lot of work to do, but we're poised to go on another run. A very disappointing playoffs, but you know what? You can't win them all. Honestly, hats off to Montreal. They were very surprising. I'll see you guys in the next episode where we are going to draft my man, Howard. Freaking Howard.